Mukusirizisa Mwami Kalenga, we do not have enough time.
Sirizira kuti mu PF ma top leadership bakazi balimo bangati na UPND ma top leadership bakazi balimo bangati ma disabled balina bangati ba UPND na bamene kuti ba PF balina bangati. So if they would compare John and bana mchika yo tatizo libati na niona kuti ba IPG deputy bakazi PF ukutinga tufani bandani kote balance John kuti niba John watu mchika yo tatizo abantu.
Thank you very much. Your point has been made. We give chance to others as well. Please make sure you contribute in a minute. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Godwin.
Good morning. Your name and where you are calling us from?
This is Chris calling you from Mtendere, Godwin.
You can go ahead with your comment, Mr. Chris.
Good morning, Honorable Chris.
Yes. I think I have only maybe 2 questions for you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, number one, why is it that these roads which are being made here in Zambia, we appreciate the development is coming as a concerned citizen. We have seen Zambia being transformed into another phase for now. But why is it that these roads which you are making, as they are making these roads, did these guys do have plans when they are making or they don't have? The reason why I ask is so, you find that today they have made a road, tomorrow the same road they will grade it, and they will bring some other things, they will start breaking it, maybe expanding it or making it small and add some other things. Again, another question. What is happening about this Millennium Challenge issue? Because these guys, they just left it. They have just dig the compounds. They will just left a hole in between of the road of this compound. Visit to my small cars, we are driving to my Corolla. We cannot even pass properly because of the same Millennium Challenge.
Yes.
Up to now, it's close to 3 years. Nothing is taking place. What is happening and what are they doing? Thank you so much. I think these are the questions.
Thank you very much. And to add one more question on the Millennium Challenge, we have the issue of the Bombay drainage. People are lost. They don't know what is happening. The way things were left leaves much to be desired as well. Let's pick this call. Good morning. Good morning. Is this Felix?
Honorable, how are you, Honorable Felix? Good morning.
You can go ahead with your comments, sir.
Thank you so much. My question is on the eligibility of President Edgar Lungu. In an event he is allowed to contest the 2021 elections, is he going to rule this country for 3 years or maybe for 5 years? If you go for 5 years, is he not going to abrogate the constitution which says that a president should only rule the country for 5 years, for 2 terms, that is 10 years? We've never had the president in this country who have ruled the country for 12 years. So how is President Lungu going to rule the country for 12 years? And then the other one is just a comment. I just want to thank the UPND for bringing down the Intemas Bill 10. They did justice to us Zambians. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Valid questions there. People are asking on the ground that if the president is re-elected for the 3rd time, is he not going to rule for 12 years? And a term should be 5 plus 5, 10. So a person can only rule less than 10 years. And the maximum should be 10.
You know, I want to also educate my people out there that democracy, this democracy, especially that we have imported from the United States of America, of talking limit in terms of terms, it comes with it, with what we call that politics is not an exact science. Even in the United States of America, I mentioned that we had 2 presidents, and one of them is Delano Roosevelt, who had governed that country. Instead of 8 years, he moved on to about 12 years. Him, it's like he had 3 terms. So basically, it's not abrogating of the constitution, but we look at what is prevailing on the ground and the prevailing conditions that we have. Like in our case, we had a case of a president who had passed on, and then we had also the need of changing the constitution itself. So basically, to us, there won't be any abrogation of the constitution itself. And as I said, you can be a president, you can rule for 3 years. The minimum is 3 years. And then
The
there's also
maximum is 5.
12 years now. 12 years.
So yeah, that's I'm saying. The
In an
minimum
event-
is 3, and
Now,
the
if-
maximum is 5.
Look.
So 5 plus 5 is 10. But the president, in an event that he wins in 2021, he'll go for 12 years.
Look, in an event that we have Mama Enoge winner, now we have I won't mention the names, that we have the vice president. If Edgar Chagwa today resigned, he just resigns, and then now Enoge winner takes over. She still has to stand in 2021, despite having presided over the nation for the past, is it the remaining almost 8 months or so. She will be also eligible to stand in 2021. That will be her first term. Meaning, even in 2026, she can still stand. Coming.
And the reason is simple. She won't be
Especially-
elected. She will just be sworn in without elections.
Yes, like I even in Sang was talking about being sworn in twice. Sworn in what? We are still talking about the same. Whether you use the term sworn in or being elected, we are still talking about.
But there is
the
a difference
presidents.
between being elected and being sworn in. If the vice president is just sworn in, he's not elected. He's just sworn in.
Yeah, and I am very happy that this constitution it has made everything clear. And the Concord, we have at our hands the Concord ruling, which has made all the things very clear that such a one, if it was Mr. Tembo or Mr. Mulenga who was in the boots of one Edgar Chagwa, you will still be eligible. So basically, that shouldn't be a problem. And when you talk about terms, we have even in the future, others they will govern this country maybe only for 8 years, others for 10 years, others for 12 years. Because even in the United States, where we copy this term period, they have had also 2 presidents who have gone beyond the 8-year limit. So basically, that's still constitutionalism, that's still democracy.
And there were other questions that were coming through. Possibly if you can answer them.
Okay, the other one he has talked about also the butane. I think he is moving with the butane. And for us, as I said, it works against the UPND. And the other one is Chris, he talked about the drainages, the Millennium Challenge. I think this one we have, even myself, especially if you are going through Kalingalinga, Mutendere, somewhere there, you know, there were these roads that were done, the first phase of, I think, Michael Sata. They did a lot of these roads, and you find that the means of water and sanitation, is it the Millennium Challenge? They had allocated a lot of money to repair these roads that they were damaging. You find that they have cut a lot of roads unnecessary. So even ourselves, we are also complaining, what is the means of water now that we have an independent ministry? It has to look into that one. And I think for me, I will take this one to our SG so that you address it in a special manner, that the means of water can look at repairing back these roads. Because that one was done through the Millennium Challenge. And the people who are spearheading that one, it's the United States of America. And I think there should be another way of asking the United States of America to come and assist us so that the roads are put into passable conditions once again. And then when you talk about this Bombay drainage, it's a huge challenge, especially that, you know, some of the fencing has been uprooted. And then also, I think there is also need of the council to come in so that I think these structures were handed over to the council. So there is that special need to look at this asset that we have been given. A lot of money went into it, and we have to protect this one so that we do not have cases of
Has the
people
project
drowning.
ended?
Yes, the project has come to an end.
The way it is, because the workers, some of the workers who worked under that project were left without payments. They are complaining. They are said they were told that will come next week, and that's how they disappeared. Also, according to the meetings that were being conducted in these various compounds which are near the Bombay drainage, they were being told that these drainages will be covered. Unfortunately, they were not covered. Then after they have left, we've seen they are putting some coverings, but though they are not very safe.
So, you know, if you look at the genesis of some of these projects, they come from way back with the president who is there. And I think the Millennium Challenge account was being spearheaded by the Obama administration. And, you know, we had the Trump administration which came in. So, where money is involved and allocation, I think we cannot have a say as a
Are you happy that Trump was lost?
Well, why are you asking me?
Because in your complaint you are referring to the Obama and the Trump. You know, you started with Barack Obama.
For us,
now Trump
you know, I cannot talk about international politics. I'm
now that he has lost,
radio, but
do you
as an
think
individual,
Joe Biden will be able to revive the Obama contracts?
Ask me when you are drinking Chubwantu out there, then I'll answer you. Not on radio, but otherwise, we are happy that the American people, they have exercised their democratic right. And for us as Zambians, let us admire. Let's look at the figures. 76 million they have voted for Biden, 70 million plus they have voted for Trump. That's a good demo. Despite having this COVID challenge, they have come out to demonstrate that they have gone in larger numbers more than before. So basically, even for us, especially that we are doing this registration, let's cope with what is happening in the United States.
With the way the ECZ are running things, is it going to be
possible? Also the ECZ, it's a wake-up call. They should also try to liaise with the United States of America to see how they have done the postage system, other means of addressing these issues.
We have to conclude. We are behind time, Mr. Chendera. And I don't know, every time I'm with you here, time do fly. Let's read the text messages. Mr. Zulu from Zingarume is saying PF government is a corrupt government. High cost of living, no jobs, no more money in people's pocket. 2021, Kuya Bebere. This other one, he's saying, good morning. Please let me tell you about PF. Come 2021, you are going whether you like it or not. The reason is simple. High cost of living, electricity, fuel, high cost of fuel and electricity, corruption, poor leadership, and poverty. This is coming from Mwanda Chongo. As you react, you can as well give us your concluding remarks.
These were posted on social media. It's unfortunate that they are all coming out very negative, and you know, Facebook world is not the actual world, because when you go on the ground,
but you are also on Facebook.
Yes, I'm on Facebook and I'm on social media, and all the time I've always told you I've been very hard on social media politics, because at the end of the day, very few people have access to these facilities that we have. On the ground there, people appreciating what the PF is doing. Somebody wouldn't appreciate a clinic, but our mothers and our fathers out there, they are appreciating a clinic because they are seeing for the first time that they'll be delivering or bringing into this world the children through a hospital or a health center than it was happening previously just in those houses. So basically for us as a Patriotic Front, we mean business and we are winning. As we have indicated in our past elections, we are a growing party, and because we are a growing party, we are encouraging our people out there, all those people who believe that Edgar Lungu is delivering, can you go and register? Can you make sure that you make yourself registered? And then also those other people who would want to participate into this democracy, can you go out there and get registered? So that at the end of the day, we may live as true Democrats and a true democracy. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chendera. That's where we end today's edition of the Lusaka Star Radio Magazine program. We are discussing voter registration and other pertinent issues. And my guest was Mr. Chendera Erasmus Mukondo, who is a PF Information and Publicity Desk, Chief Administrator of PF Social Media. We are back next time, same place. Until then, bye-bye and enjoy your day.